All right, we're going to talk a little bit about the teenage bedroom, which, you know, I was saying to the audience earlier, it's a great place for teens to really show their personality.
Express themselves, right?
Express themselves, and it's their space, so don't go in their room. But we're going to talk about art right now, and there's so many great options right out there, depending on what they're into.
You know what, I think it really should be related to what they're into. So even when I was doing my kids' rooms, I took them out to let them choose what they wanted, so they feel that there's a connection there.
Yeah.
So the first sort of theme that I want to show you, and I thought about doing for a boys' room to do, and it can transcend to a girls' room as well, but to do a travel theme.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going out on vacation, you're even in the city, you can take photos and images of things that you're drawn to, or you know, to create memories. So the travel theme I thought was really great.
Yeah.
And you can frame them yourself.
Think about photography these days.
Exactly.
Everybody has a camera. Everyone is their own photographer.
The iPhone, right?
The iPhone, it's out there, and
Yeah.
you're taking pictures constantly. Why not put some stuff up on your wall? And I don't mean selfies, kids.
No, and that way it has
Pictures of
some,
giraffes.
Exactly,
Right?
some meaning. And you know, I found this great piece here. It's a canvas. It's printed a map of the world.
I love that.
Also, that could be like your focal point in the room, and then couple it with the different photography pieces.
That is beautiful. That reminds me of when we had a whole Encyclopedia Britannica
Exactly.
set in
That's
my
exactly
house.
what I thought of.
And the big atlas, right? Like my dad used to go through that book with us, and that's how we'd pick our vacations sometimes.
And it can't help with the or can't hurt with the geography
It
lesson,
doesn't
right?
hurt with your geography. That
Yeah.
is great. Okay, so beautiful travel pics. Now, music.
Music. You know, I think music is a
Huge.
big deal. You know, again, can be gender.
Like cross-genders,
exactly.
boy, girl.
So we've got this really neat plaqued piece with a vintage guitar, and then I found these wonderful. They're old magazine, like rock magazine clippings that have been mounted on in a platform. They're from Sonic Boom, and which is a vintage record store.
Yeah.
And you know, it's wonderful. They're AC/DC. We've got Led Zeppelin, Kiss. So any
awesome.
teenage boy is going to really get into that.
Or girl, you never
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
So that's what you say. It goes across gender, and sports as well.
Sports.
Right?
I mean, sports is you know, an easy one for
Yeah.
sure. But I think it's nice to be able to mix it up a bit. So you know, one thing you want to keep in mind when you are deciding on the artwork, you want to do different sizes. So you want maybe a focal point in the room, and then some smaller pieces. And if you're doing something like this, where you've got a lighter piece,
yeah.
you want to definitely mount it on a darker wall.
Right,
Yeah.
and contrast them. You know, the
Exactly.
thing about this is none of this looks kitschy.
No,
It
and
looks like art, so it's not just throwing a jersey on the wall.
Well,
Although you
and
could do that too.
all of it is, you know, it can actually move forward with them. Maybe they
Right.
can take it to their, dorm room in university.
Absolutely. Okay, so now let's go here to fashion. Oh, I know so many people who would love to have photography like this, pictures like this in their room. It's great photos.
So these are actually pieces that I found a book. It was The Windows of Bergdorf Goodman.
Oh, wow.
And I took the pages out of the book and then had them framed. And so these are the actual windows that they've done over the history of the store. And they're really fun. They're very colorful. They're whimsical, and again, something that you can have for a very long period of time. And if they're framed properly, it just makes them look that much better.
You have such a good art eye. Like, I know art is very important to you, and you can tell, like, that is such a brilliant idea and something that a high school student could do.
Right.
You could totally do that.
For sure.
Now in the middle here, we've got more of a
abstract,
abstract,
graphic, lots of color again. You know, it's not just, again, this is something that can be really fun in a boys' room, in a girls' room. It just sets the stage.
Yeah.
And you paint, put a piece like this on a vivid white wall, and it's wonderful.
Jumps right out at you, right? I would have that in my room.
I know, it's great,
right?
isn't it?
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And then floral.
So again, the thing that I wanted to do with this, so the a little bit of color. Maybe you're not into abstract. You want a little bit more of a traditional feel in the girls' room. So we've got the floral. We have the African headdress. That's a wonderful piece to put over top of a headboard, just to add some interest there. And then, of course, the two pieces. These are smaller pieces, and a lot of these pieces are actually from HomeSense as well.
Oh, nice.
So very affordable. And then the last one that I want to show you is this great piece. It's, you know, I just love this. It has
So
a really good feel to it. Love the, you know, bit of wording on the side, lots of bold colors, and I think whether it's for teen or tween, it's something that really creates a feeling in the room.
It does. You're just a sweet little guy, aren't you?
Isn't he?
I love it. This looks so sweet.